Hi, Blair here with MXN. We've been talking about what members love since clubs have reopened, and we're using our text analytics to kind of dig into those topics. Because anytime you start to see love come up this much, you really need to understand what it is the customer or the member is saying that they love. You know, a great way to ROI on member experience, or what we call ROX, return on experience, is to do more of what customers love and do less of what they hate, and to innovate around both of those things. So the first thing that we saw the members loved, and we talked, so this will be 5-part video. The first one was about fresh air, all about the fresh air. Second one was all about outdoors. They love being outdoors. And think about that trend, right? What do we do when spring hits? Everybody's in their backyard barbecuing. The trend for building outdoor kitchens. Heck, now, you know, outdoor TVs. Everybody would rather do things outdoors. So fresh air, outdoors. Third one is space. People love the additional space. They like the equipment being spaced out. They love that. The fourth one is virtual, and we've all been talking about virtual, right? So no big surprise there, but it's interesting. There's some nuance in there. Some clubs decided they'd shut off their virtual when they reopened, and that would get members to come back in. Proved not to be true. But I want you to think, you know, we got to look at how virtual plays into space, right? Virtual plays into space because people are now going to use that gym different. So as you reopen and you're looking at your percentage of check-ins, you should be looking at your percentage of unique visitors as well, because that's going to be very telling. You may be at 60% of check-ins, but only 25% of unique visitors. The virtual piece becomes a critical augment to that member experience and sort of what corporate speak is omni-channel consumption of your product. Some other nuance in that virtual, though. You know, I'll come in to do my weights and I'll come in to do body pump, but I prefer to do yoga and Pilates at home on my own carpet. And so there's that type of voice in there too. So when you're thinking about virtual, you also have to think about what equipment do they have, where are they most comfortable being on your floor, where are they most comfortable being on their own floor, and then how virtual can also possibly play into your outdoor classes as well. So I think that investments in AV setups and, you know, hiring some professionals to really get us hooked up nicely, so that wherever you are doing programming in classes, you know, perhaps all of it can be virtual. And also, I think virtual is a very, very big way to get people to experience the gym before they come in. And you've seen this in other industries where virtual experience gets people to go in to experience a real event, like casinos and video poker and online gambling and getting comfortable enough to go into casinos. This is sort of that as well. So, or example, Peloton, where once a year they would do their, you know, all the riders converge, and it was the virtual relationship that gets them in. I think that's key. It's that relationship that can say, you know, a lot of you have been taking these virtual classes. I invite you to come down and tour the club. So, okay, so fresh air, outdoor, space, virtual. I'll hit the fifth one in the next video. All right, thanks.